and welcome to our community. Susie Thomas with you this morning. We are welcoming Sarah Brink. She is from the Wilderness Center. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, sometimes I say this to people, never is it more true than right now, is to say that moss does not grow on your rolling stone. You are always doing something huge at the Wilderness Center, and often it involves moss and rolling stones. So very, very cool. Sarah, first of all, welcome. Tell people who might be new to the area, where is the Wilderness Center and what you're all about?
Sure. Well, the Wilderness Center is down in the southwest corner of Stark County. We're located just a mile outside of Wilmot, Ohio, right off of State Route 250. That's where our headquarters is located. The Wilderness Center was founded in 1964, so we've been here serving our community for 53 years now. 54 this coming June.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a pretty long history, and we're really proud of that. We've been offering nature education programming for our community through those wonderful years, and we're also very active in nature conservation, conservation of wildlife and preserving natural land.
We're so blessed to have this area just absolutely roped off, if you will, that this is what this is for. Do you happen to know the history? Where did this come from? How did we get the Wilderness Center in our community?
Sure. Well, a gentleman named Charlie Sechrist wanted to protect his land. He was actually a forester, but he had never cut the timber on his own farm. And when he was trying to determine what he wanted done with his land when he had passed away, he went and met with his lawyer, a future Congressman Ralph Regula.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Who was very instrumental in helping him to protect this land, and was very instrumental in helping some of our professors from Mount Union College to come together and preserve this land for future generations to enjoy.
And knowing that Ralph Regula had been a teacher prior to becoming a lawyer, he would be very interested in the educational part of it.
Well, being that he was also a farmer from Navarre.
That's right. An outdoors man.
That's right. He was very passionate about preserving that land, and luckily we have had the support of our community. And some really, really engaged and passionate members since that time. We're not funded. We're funded entirely by private donations and foundation grants. So it's really amazing how we've been able to continue to grow.
My goodness, yes, for 54 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So can volunteers participate? Do you need volunteers to help things run? Or
Absolutely.
Okay.
Our organization has been blessed with volunteer support through the years, and it's really what helps us to make everything happen. We have volunteers who go out and help clear our trails, help keep our trails in good shape. We have volunteers who come in and help teach our school field trips. They serve as docents. We also have volunteers who help us in the offices, help answer our phones, come out and pull garlic mustard and prevent the spread of invasive species. Just hours and hours of volunteer work goes into making our mission possible, and we couldn't do it without them.
You have so many great programs that are planned and, deliberate education, but also people can just come and walk the trails, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Tell us a little bit about what's involved. If you just want to stop by, what do we get to see there?
We have about 10 miles of hiking trails that are open to the public every day from dawn to dusk. They wind through a variety of different habitats. We have marshland, wooded land, prairie. We have a larger lake and a small pond. So there really is a lot to see and a lot to explore at the center. We are constantly changing and discovering new things within the property. Wonderful vernal pools and different restoration efforts. In fact, we just completed a restoration along our Fox Creek Trail. So it's always new and exciting. There's always something to discover in nature.
And there are rules. Don't
Absolutely.
pick the flowers. This isn't where you go pick out your Christmas tree or anything like that.
Absolutely. But it's a wonderful place to go and enjoy the peace of nature and bring the kids. I have yet to go on a walk out there with my own children and not have them discover something new and exciting.
Cool. All right, let me tell you something really kind of naughty but very fun that we used to do. We used to take the kids for walks there, but we'd have in our pockets some arrowheads that we had purchased ahead of time. And so as we would be walking, we thought we'd make it, even more adventurous for them. And as we'd be walking, we would sort of drop arrowheads here and there, and then the kids would be wildly excited because they had found arrowheads at the Wilderness Center. And they were a little mad at us when they were adults and found out that we had did that on purpose. But at the time they loved it, and we thought we didn't know what you already had built in. We were trying to make it fun for them, and we didn't even need to because you guys have taken care of that. You really divide up your programs into 3 groupings.
Absolutely.
So sprouts and roots and oaks, and I love that because you're talking about things growing.
Absolutely.
So let's start with the sprouts, something for the little ones. What you have?
That's right. Well, our little sprouts come out to really discover and hopefully instill a love of nature in them at a young age. And the programs that we offer for our little sprouts, they're varied. We offer our own version of story time for our preschool set, where they come out and read a story that is somehow tied to the seasonal nature that's happening outside. And all of our story times wrap up with a hike out on the trails that is somehow related to the story that they've read. We also have a nature music program where kids can come in and sing songs and play instruments and dance, do little activities. But all of the songs, again, are tied into the seasonal nature that's happening around them.
You've got to have some fun stories of the little kids having fun with this. Tell us a little bit about somebody who you just thought, oh my goodness, they're enjoying this.
I absolutely love to go upstairs when we're having the nature music. It is frankly one of my favorite programs to watch and observe because the kids just can't contain themselves. There's so much joy in the room. The last program that I went up to observe, they were actually learning all about insects. And I came into the room just in time to watch the kids playing the violin so that they could simulate what happens when a grasshopper rubs its legs together. And while the sound of those bow strokes on the violin is something that doesn't leave your ears very, very quickly, it was just so exciting for the kids.
How old are sprouts? Who is this for?
It's really for the preschool set. So kids ages 2 to 4, although younger and older siblings are welcome.
Okay, 2 to 4, but they can bring a sibling.
Absolutely.
All righty. Then... Okay, I want to not move on to roots and branches until we've covered everything for the little ones. We're ready to move on to roots and branches?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, this is for who?
This is really for families because there's something to interest both parents and children, really all age levels in our Roots and Branches family programming.
What kinds of things do you have?
Oh, boy. With Roots and Branches, we are really... discovering everything that the Wilderness Center has to offer. We have classes like our Environment Investigators, which are focused more on natural history topics. So we're discovering animals, mammals, amphibians, really the botany and all of that. We also offer a wide variety of astronomy programs. And that's something really unique that the Wilderness Center has to offer. And in fact, it's become even more exciting this year with the addition of a new digital planetarium in our astronomy education program.
Tell us all about this, yes.
So we added this fall a new digital planetarium that not only enriches our planetarium shows, which kind of teach about what's unique in the night sky, show children about constellations and different current events. But it also gives us the opportunity to stream high-resolution video that has been produced by different planetariums around the world.
Wow.
So some really world-class planetarium presentations that are now available just down the road.
Wow.
For our community.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and these are at specific times?
We do offer planetarium shows, different set theater presentations, and you can discover more about those on our website at wildernesscenter.org. However, each month, on the first Friday of every month, we will offer a planetarium show about the night sky, followed by a public star watch, where we'll roll the roof back off of our observatory and bring out the big telescopes. Those are led by our astronomy club members who are part of this special interest group.
You must have had a heyday. Now, it's prior to when we're recording this, but there was a blue moon that was a blood moon that was a lunar eclipse. What in the world? Was that like a special day down there?
You know, unfortunately, we didn't have the best viewing of that day.
I got up and ran outside at 5 a.m. and saw clouds, but I figured somebody was having a spectacular time.
Yes, everybody on the West Coast was having a wonderful viewing of that. Hopefully in 150 years, when we have the opportunity to see one again, we'll have a better view.
Yeah, my great grandchildren will. Hopefully, they will be.
Absolutely.
But that is so cool, and you have something going on March 3rd, especially Astronomy Day happening at the Wilderness Center.
Probably the best opportunity for folks to come out and really see this digital planetarium in action is on Astronomy Day. It's going to be Saturday, March 3rd. And we'll have a whole bunch of activities going on from noon until 5 o'clock. We'll have children's activities. They can do different crafts, do experiments that'll teach them about all of the different planets in our solar system. We'll also have a moonwalk where the kids will get an opportunity to feel what it's like to be in that lowered gravity environment of the moon.
How do you do that? Are they on ropes or what do you do?
They are. We have rappelling equipment coming out of the ceiling and a weight and pulley system. And the kids get the opportunity to
bounce around.
They jump around and see what it's like to be able to leap like that on the moon.
That is too fun. Too much fun.
Then we'll also have a bunch of lectures, and there's going to be a special children's planetarium show that day called The Cowboy Astronomer, where they'll learn about the stories behind all of the constellations in our night sky. So it'll really be a unique day. And it's not just for kids. We will also have a guest lecturer from the NASA Glenn Research Center that day.
Wow.
So it really will be a wonderful, fun, free day.
Okay, March 3rd, totally free. All gets started at what time?
Noon.
Okay. And that is Roots and Branches. So families, do you have an age group in mind of who would be interested in all the activities? You know your own kids. If they would love it, come, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And those programs really are intended to be moderated based on the age levels of the kids and adults who show up.
Perfect. And we celebrate our creation in April. With Earth Day, you've got awesome stuff going on as far as Earth Day and a fun run. April 21st. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, we have obviously, as a nature center, we love to celebrate Earth Day. That is kind of a big point on our calendar for the year. This year, we are going to be holding a wilderness run 5K and 1 mile fun run. So we've got a little something for all speeds. and
Can you walk?
Yes.
Do you have to run? That's
No.
always my question about Earth Day.
Absolutely
Or always
not.
my question about fun runs.
Yes, the fun run is a 1 mile run around our large lake. And last year, it was a wonderful activity for the kids. They had a blast with the shorter distance. And then the 5K, we have plenty of people who come out and just walk that. But after the run, we have a wide variety of different free activities that are going to be going on throughout the day. So you can come and do the run and stay for the day, or you can come out early and cheer on all the runners and then take part in all of the other free activities that are going to be going on.
I've always believed there are lots of wonderful ways to get to know our Creator, but one of the awesome ways to get to know our Creator is through His creation.
Absolutely.
That's why I love going down to the Wilderness Center and just taking it all in. It's just amazing. So thanks for all you're doing. We need to take a short break here, and we'll be back with more with Sarah Brink and the Wilderness Center after these words. You're listening to Our Community.